Is inequality a problem? No, it isn't. Is inequality rising? No, it's falling. Should we do more about inequality? No, we already do too much. I'm sorry if all that shocks you. I know that the popular debate sees inequality of wealth and incomes as the cause of all of our problems, from mental illness through obesity and crime to political instability. But that's nonsense, all designed to promote the fantasy of a uniform society managed by governments and paid for by anyone foolish enough to try to improve their own condition. It's a fantasy based on fake statistics, a fantasy that ignores the reality of life and leads to policies that would actually make us all poorer. And that's why I'm grateful to Lodi Liberale, and especially to Lorenzo Maggi, for the excellent translation of my new book, An Introduction to Economic Inequality. In the book, I expose the deep flaws in the equality narrative. For example, the statistics used by equality campaigners are a fraud. Pre-tax incomes are certainly very unequal, but then higher earners pay a lot more tax, while lower earners receive a lot more in social benefits, often including free or subsidised education, housing, transport and healthcare. Plus all the other things that even the poorest have free access to, like public parks, policing, sports facilities, roads and defence. All these benefits reduce real inequality, the inequality in living standards, very dramatically. The statistics lie in other ways too. Younger people earn less because they haven't yet acquired the skills and work habits that make them valuable to employers. Older workers, who've had time to build up human capital in themselves, earn much more. So a snapshot of incomes that includes both young and old looks very unequal. Even if everyone earned exactly the same over their lifetimes, those snapshot statistics would still make things look very unequal. And even more so with wealth, since younger people have had less time to build up their assets, while older people have had more time and more income to do that. The policies built on these shaky foundations are also flawed. Campaigners talk about the income distribution, but that's only a technical statistical term. It doesn't mean that some person or body is deliberately handing out different incomes to different people. Nor do higher incomes for some mean that there have to be lower incomes for others. What we want and what we can achieve is to make everybody better off. But the equality campaigners want to take control of all resources and decide who should get what. And in the process, they would kill off all work incentives and make us poorer. Redistribution in the name of equality is actually contradictory because it requires us to treat people unequally. It also ignores the fact that people's earnings reflect their own choices. Some may choose more family time or job satisfaction or leisure over better paid work. And inevitably, the main beneficiaries of redistribution will not be the most deserving, but those with the most political influence. Redistribution policies, like high taxes on income and wealth, high minimum wages, and an expensive welfare state, all discourage individual endeavour. They depress earnings and savings, stifling prosperity and progress. I'm glad that Italian readers now have access to these and the many other ideas outlined in my book. We all need to focus not on false alarms about inequality today, but on the realities of how we make the whole world richer tomorrow.